Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this week's Frequency Intel. I wanted to share this beautiful quote that just came from the cosmos. Where there is liberation for all, there is peace for all. Where there is liberation for some, there is peace for none. And as I was sitting to receive the messages and guidance and encouragement and strategies for the frequencies that we're working with this week, I heard that and, oh, God, it resonates. Wow, deeply. I, like you, like many, am in this space of uncertainty, the unknown. And when I was tapping into the beings of light who love us unconditionally and asking for guidance and connecting into the collective frequencies that we're in right now, the prominent frequency that came forward was the frequency of blankness. And that frequency of blankness feels expansive and it also feels contracted. And feeling into this frequency, I'm noticing that the mind, the small self, the mind wants to get hooked into this trajectory of going into scrambling to try to make decisions, to figure out what's going on, to go back into the memory banks of the known experience and try to figure out what to do with this blankness. And that's one avenue, that's one path. And there's also the path of going into the higher mind, the true self, the superconscious, and allowing for the blankness to be as it is. And where there's fear, we're going to go into our small mind, into the known, and try to figure out what is happening. And that is really a good recipe for disassociation, for going outside of the body. And when we are not embodied, when we're not present in our body, in our lower three chakras, we are disempowered. We are apt to be drawn into the way of making decisions, of looking outside of ourselves for what's right, what's the best path, what's the best course of action, what's the next right step. But when we are fully embodied in our bodies, in our lower three chakras, and we are grounded and centered in the bridge between our higher states of consciousness and our human self, we are empowered to make decisions that are based in universal truths. Goodness, wholesomeness, doing the right thing even if it's challenging or difficult. Making decisions that are in the highest and best interest of the self and everyone involved. These are the ways that we are being guided by this blankness to take a minute to look at the two paths. The path of going into the small self and the known history of this lifetime, the experiences of this lifetime, and making choices based on the programming of conditioning that we received as a child and in our early formative years? Or are we going to take the path of going into the superconscious self, into the true self, giving ourselves permission to come into the body and be embodied and make choices and decisions based on what feels right, what we know to be true, what we know to be the right course of action for all involved? And so We are really in the space of learning to make decisions for ourselves based on what we know to be right, what we know to be fundamentally right and true for all sentient life. This illumination of our need to make decisions based on what is true is fundamental to humanity being in freedom, being in liberation, being in alignment with the sanctity and sacredness of all life. No longer being willing to make decisions based on cruelty, based on injustice, based on sticking our heads in the sand and not wanting to look at the reality of the human species and where we are in this in our maturity as a species. We have to stop that. That's just all there is to it. We're at this state, this frequency of blankness, in order to give us the wherewithal, to give us the grounded presence, to give us the time, to give us the courage to make choices based on truth in our everyday lives. And so what I want to offer for this frequency intel is a way to begin to feel safe enough in our bodies to do that. Whew. So what I'm feeling right now is the collective fear. Because I'm a full body channel, I feel the frequencies of the collective consciousness. And what I want to offer to you all is that it's safe to feel however you fucking feel. And to let people see how you feel. So it's really uncomfortable for me to let you all see me doing this, feeling the collective consciousness and letting it move through me. But I am devoted to the healing and awakening of humanity. And if it takes me feeling uncomfortable sharing in this public format, then I'm doing it. That's what I stand for, is liberation for all life, all sentient beings. So that was me transmitting and allowing the fear and the uncertainty and the frequency of heartbrokenness to move through me. Thank you to everyone who is here sharing your frequency, because it really helps me ground into what I'm transmitting. So I want to offer this really incredible grounding meditation that I learned from my energy medicine teacher and my mentor. And it is such a potent and powerful grounding practice that I have felt really called to share it during this frequency intel. So I am going to begin, and if you feel called to join me in this, please do. If you feel, if it feels aligned for you to close or lower your eyes, lower your gaze, to come inside, to begin to pay attention to your breath, I invite you all to do that. And I'm going to be closing my eyes so that I can hear the frequencies and transmit those frequencies in a clearer way. So This grounding meditation is going to take us through the layers of the earth, and we're just going to begin with a moment of silence. And I invite you to move your body in whatever way feels most aligned for you, if that's staying still, if that's moving, if that's rocking, if that is yawning or emoting. It's all welcome here. Beginning by taking a gentle and slow breath into your miraculous body. And allowing that breath to nourish and permeate every cell, every atom, every particle of your being. And bringing your awareness into your body and allowing your awareness to land wherever it lands inside the body is perfect. There's no right or wrong way to be in this meditation. All of you is welcome here. All of you is welcome here. And turn on your imagination, your ability to see, to hear, to feel, and to know beyond the physical world. Bringing your awareness to the base of your spine. And allowing your consciousness to travel from the base of your skull all the way down to the base of your spine. Meet your awareness there. And with the intention to move into a higher state of consciousness, take your awareness through the base of your spine, through your legs, through your feet, and into the earth, into the soil, the subsoil, the water table, into the talking rocks, through the bedrock, easily passing through the bedrock, into the crystal fields, and into the magnetic core of Earth. And allowing your magnetic resonance, your magnetic field of your physical body, your energetic body, to connect into the magnetic resonance in the core of the earth. And expand your awareness, the vastness, the totality of all that is. Calling to all of the aspects of you that have scattered to the multiverse, that have disassociated, and calling them back into the magnetic field of the earth. Back into the gravitational field. And back into your physical form, your physical body, your miraculous body. the container of your superconscious self to experience physical reality in this lifetime. All of the aspects of you coming back into your physical presence. Feeling the generosity, the nurturance, the vitality, and the sweetness of the earth, of the earth's magnetic frequency, of the earth's reverence for all life. Connecting into the universal stream of consciousness that created Earth and all sentient life on Earth. And breathe. The vitality of life. The gift of life. Anchoring your frequency into your physical form and all aspects of you into this present moment, to the safety, the container of your physical body. Beginning to return to physical life, physical reality, bringing your consciousness from the magnetic core of the earth back into the crystal fields, and bringing with you a color, a bandwidth of frequency, a ray of light that you need for well-being at this time. And whatever color arises within you, within your vision, your hearing, your knowing, your seeing is perfect for you at this time. Trust that what you're sensing is perfect for you. And bringing that color through the bedrock and bringing with you, retaining the strength and the courage from the bedrock of the earth, the magnetic resonance of bravery, of choosing the right path, the true path for you, even when it's challenging. And coming back up through the talking rocks and listening for a message from the consciousness of the earth. And trusting the message that we're receiving. And continuing to ascend through the water table and bringing with you the flexibility and fluidity of the consciousness of the water, the consciousness of all life. And coming back up through the subsoil and the soil, and bringing with you the micronutrients and nutrients from the soil that nourish all of life on the planet. And bringing the gifts of the earth, the frequencies of the earth, back in through the bottoms of your feet, through your legs, into the base of your spine, and all the way up through every cell, every atom, and every particle of your physical and energetic bodies. And through your breath, allowing these gifts to permeate, to nourish, to illuminate your superconscious self into the driver's seat of your life from this moment forward. Bringing your awareness back into the center, back into the bridge. Illuminating your upper chakras, your lower chakras, and uniting them as one self. Bringing your hands into the position of prayer in front of your heart chakra. And extending them into the layer of your energetic field, your emotional body. And know that in this moment you are holding compassion in your healing hands. And I invite you to place your hands somewhere on your body to receive your own compassion. For the path that you are walking is divinely guided and inspired and authentic to you. Because we can walk no one else's path, we have to walk our own. And I want to invite all of us to be in this space of prayer for liberation of all sentient life on this planet. Thank you so much for joining me for this frequency intel and for creating a safe enough space for me to really drop in and show you one of the things that I do when I'm working with the collective consciousness is I transmute the really intense emotions and energies that are here on the planet. And I would really ask you to ask yourself, sometimes you may be transmuting the collective emotions and consciousness on the planet too. And to ask yourself, is this my energy I'm transmuting? This emotion, this big tidal wave of emotion I'm feeling, or is it collective? And perhaps it's both. And to give yourself permission to feel it, and to give yourself permission to feel vulnerable and safe enough to share it with others, because that liberates us all. When we can be vulnerable, when we can share our true, authentic way of being in the world with the people around us, it liberates everyone. It liberates everyone. Thank you all for being here and for listening and participating in this thing we call life. It's not easy right now. And I want to encourage us all to ask, where am I not free? And to do the necessary work to free yourself, whatever that may be, and to reach out for support if you feel like you're in over your head. There are people to support you. I'm available if that resonates with you. And I know there are many, many, many other extraordinary healers on the planet who are also available. So I encourage you, if you feel like you're in over your head and you need some support, to reach out. I love you infinitely. I love you ceaselessly. And I love all of life. And I think that's everything for now. All right. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your messages. Thank you for your encouragement. And I look forward to sharing the frequency intel next week. And we'll see where we go on this magical and very intense ride we call life on Earth.